And good evening, guys. 7:41 in the afternoon, beautiful Thursday. Watching the sunset, and also if you pay attention up here, there's the moon. I'm at the bay watching the waters and the tides. Johnny here from Chronic Health. Always talking about things that I'm doing naturally to keep myself not only in shape but on optimal health. And as always, the most difficult part, right? It's not really difficult. It's the most complicated part is nutrition. What to eat, this diet, that diet, right? And I keep on bringing this up that I went plant-based about 6 years ago. And now I'm 95, 98% raw plant-based. There's a few things here and there that I do that are lightly cooked. Like I try to get a chlorophyll out of my greens, and maybe here and there I roast myself some nuts. But pretty much my diet and what is done wonders for me is fruits. And why fruits? Is because the planet right there, right, is 3/4 water. The human body is 3/4 water, which is not a coincidence. And if the body is 3/4 liquid, electrolytes, we should be consuming things that are watery. It contains a lot of water already, right? We always talk about filtered water, ionized water, electrical water, and alive water. And what better than fruits, right? Always have people, when I say that, people say, but where do you get your protein from? Guys, we need to understand that this human mechanism is, in fact, a pharmacy. It's a chemical factory. Every emotion, like right now, I'm chemically balanced, myself, relaxed, I'm stretching, I'm doing some yoga, I'm breathing, right? And all my body needs, and this is what I'm trying to project, is that although I try to listen to everybody and I read a lot of books, I'm trying to go the other way, which is go within. Listen to my body, what my body tells me, what do I need, what do I want, instead of what do I want, mostly what do I need to be in optimal health. And from there, the body will tell you, listen, you need to work out, you need to do a little more. That's why I came today here to stretch, right? I feel like I needed more stretch, right? And what I keep saying to people is raw plant-based, right? Mostly fruits. And a lot of people keep saying the same thing, that they fail, that we have to go back. And unless you hunt, right, or fish yourself, and there's a lot of, look, and this is something I don't fish, right? I used to fish, but if I would need to, that's why I don't like to call myself a vegan, a vegetarian. I'm an omnivore, right? But I'm raw plant-based. I'm based on plants, mostly fruits, watery fruits that contain lots of water, right? Electrolyte, filter, ionize. That's what my body needs. And the protein situation, right, comes like this. I need amino acids. In my body, amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Because since I did the switch, and that's 6 years ago, right? And then I went, because I was eating rice, I was eating beans, and still I was sleeping a lot, right? And although I went, how beautiful the moon, I went through a process of detox and cleanse, and I felt weak, and I thought I was gonna die. It's just part of the equation, guys. You gotta push through until I lost 43 to 44 pounds. And then I gained back. I permanently lost 25 pounds for what I used to be. 25 pounds. I'm between 165 and 170 pounds. And my body stabilized there. And I feel great. I don't feel like I need protein. I don't feel like I need more energy. In fact, I'm more energized, right? And that's what I'm saying, you guys, if you cannot go all the way, right, and you're gonna do slowly, it's like an addiction. You always fall back into the addiction. If you are addicted to alcohol, you're addicted to any kind of drug, pills, heroin, fentanyl, whatever drugs, I don't know, right? You fall back into it. You feel like you need it. Same is with meat. Your microbiome will not allow you. That's what sometimes, in my case, 14 months. It took me 14 months to really become plant-based, right? It helps to do a juice fast, 45 juice fast, and when you start seeing what comes out of your digestive system, even though you don't eat anything, right? And you flush yourself, and you don't know where all these things are. You have a sludge sticking in the walls of your digestive system, in your colon, and you have plaque, you have mucus, you got so much crap. And it's estimated that humans are walking around with literally between 10 and 20 pounds of poop 24/7, right? And they keep eating every 3-4 hours. You have 3, 4, 5 meals. With fruits, guys, within an hour and a half, everything's gone. My body, and I try to eat, right? One of my philosophies, right, is don't go to the bathroom. And don't go to the bathroom, no, don't. It's not don't go to the bathroom. Do not produce waste so you don't have to go to the bathroom. Try to eat only what I need. And that's why I maintain myself lean, almost ripped, guys. I get 6-pack, I'm in shape, I'm light, I can just do pull-ups, push-ups, run, jump. Like, I have no issues with my knees, with my ankles. I have no issues. I'm in perfect health. And all these people out there, right? A lot of people, and I'm happy to see all Baron Johnson, and there's another guy, Dave Ashby. But these are people who are trying to cure themselves from situations that from bad. They were sick. These people were sick in the past, and they're saying it, right? So one was 300 pounds, the other one was so heavily medicated and depressed. I have none of those issues. I'm doing preventive medicine. With fruits, right, my body absorbs all those amino acids, all those vitamins, all those minerals, right? And I try to say, look, it's liquid sunshine. What grows on the ground, right? That's why it's so important to eat organic, right? Sometimes it's difficult to, that's why it's complicated. Where do you get your organic stuff? But what grows on the ground, right, is produced by the sun, which is, without the sun, we couldn't live with 24 hours, right? So we literally, what you gotta eat is the sun. That's why I'm trying to get as much sun as possible. I don't wanna get burned, right? But I try to get as much sun as possible. Photosynthesis, right? And what I consume is things that are growing because the sun, water, hydrogen, and water is hydrogen, right? The human body is mostly water, it's mostly hydrogen, guys. Mostly, we breathe oxygen. What we breathe is oxygen, right? Hydrogen is the universe. The entire universe is 90-something%, 95, 98% of the universe is hydrogen, right? So where are all these protein? People who try to eat a lot of protein, they're talking about, I don't know, 1 to 2 kilograms per body mass, whatever. You generator is lethargy. You generating a lot of waste. You consume 30 grams of protein and your body only gonna use just very little out of that. But you consume a lot, so your body gets what it needs. But on the downside, right, for that little piece of nutrition that you get from your animal products or whatever, right, and on top of it, you cook it. Everything you cook, you kill. Everything you cook, you get the water out of it. There's no water and things that you overcook. When I say that everything that I eat is raw, like fruits and vegetables, everything is already perfectly roasted by the sun. So it's not really raw, it's already cooked. You overcook everything, right? And if you overcook meat, dead meat that it was once frozen, we're trying to live. A lot of people are trying to do this. They're trying to survive, they're trying to live, and they're consuming dead food. All you're generating, all you're doing is aging fast. Today I saw a post of a guy this guy is, I think he's an influencer from Singapore. He's 58 years old. He looks amazing and all that. And he said, oh my God. No, he actually looks the way he's supposed to look. But most 58 years old look like crap, right? So because he stands out, because everybody else looks like crap, they think that he looks great. You know, I'm 53 years old. I wish I wouldn't have known this before the fruitarian, because that's all I need. I sleep so good, less than 6 hours, right? And when I overeat, for example, yesterday I ate nuts, and when I overeat, right, and I produce waste, that's when I have to sleep a little more. So the key here is to have health, is to stay away from the toilet, stay away from the bathroom. Abs, you want to have abs? Abs are not made in the kitchen. Abs are made far away from the kitchen, right? I always leave a link, because I cannot get organic stuff here in Miami, hardly ever, right? For superfoods, right? I know the company very well. I know how everything is sort of super organic, everything's sprouted, right? It's chlorophyll, it's photosynthesis, it's packed, not even in plastic anymore, because the company doesn't use plastic anymore. And I throw a couple scoops on my juices. So in the morning, it's juice, couple scoops of this or that. I don't need that much protein. I'm so strong. I'm so awake. I'm so alive. I feel great. I think I balance myself. I don't want to get big. I don't want to do 100 million supplements. I don't want to be dependent. You become dependent on all those things. And that's exactly what I don't want to do. I want to last as long as I can, you know. One of the things I'm terrified, and I tell the story, is that I was getting a lot of gray hair, right, when I was 48, and I have a huge hole in the back of my head, right? And since I started cutting all these stupid supplements, right, and concentrating on plant-based, mostly fruits, right, juicing every 3 months, doing a fasting, a 3-day, or a June cleanse or detox, right, my hair regrew, right, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can hardly, I have 1 or 2 gray hair at 53, right? So I'm in the best shape of my life, to the point that now it's been already 6 months since the last time I took blood work. I went to the doctor, and I'm just about to go again, right? But I'm telling you, my results are going to be amazing. From my T levels to, I'm not deficient on anything. I sleep very good. I don't have any issues. I don't have any problems. That's key, guys. Preventive, before you get sick. So if you're sick, this might help you. But I just, the disclaimer is right there. I'm not trying to cure any sickness, right? All I'm trying to preach here is the things that I'm doing, right? It's just all these supplements, all these injections. I don't want to go that route, not yet. If I need them, and I'm not against it, if I need them, perfect. But I'm not sick, I don't need them. I don't want them, right? And it simplifies my life. There's not much cooking in my house. Everything is raw. There's no cooking at all, right? I do a lot of teas, though. Teas I do. But there's no cooking. There's no sticky crap on the plates. You know what I'm saying? And I am not pushing my kids to do my diet, but they're watching. And when they're with me and the mother is not around, right, I make a huge fruit salad, right? Cinnamon goes on it, and honey all the time. I throw honey, try to make it as raw possible. If I can get raw honey, that goes in it. And I make them eat as much fruits to the point that they cannot eat anymore. So they don't eat any other crap. But I do not stop them from eating what they want to eat. They want to eat pizza, they want to eat this, they want to eat that. I don't want also my kids to grow. They eventually they will become like me, right? But I don't want them to go to a party and have a cake, and because they're never eating cake or never eating pizza, they get sick. So I want them to get exposed to everything. Now, one of the keys, guys, of what I'm doing is to be active. Going raw plant-based, right? Fruitarian, only fruits, right? Is the hardest thing that anyone can do. If you eat animal products, if you eat cooked stuff, you have to go through the process of detox. If you are addicted to stuff, and you have to go through the process of detox, cleanse the entire system. I leave it always a link, right? I have the ultimate transformation, lifestyle transformation. It's a package that comes super cheap, less than $15 a day, less than a McDonald's, right? And you get everything you need to do a fast, right? Or half fast, where you just cut 2 meals and you do fruits or juices, couple scoops of this and that, right? And you do that for 4, and you only get 1 meal. You want to keep eating meat, that's fine. But eventually you need to keep on trying until you go push through to the other side, and you understand what I'm saying. Because what I'm trying to tell you guys is that you become so electric, like I can feel, like I'm not wearing shoes right now, right? Because I can feel the grass. I can feel the ties. I can feel, and there's things that I can do, guys, that anybody can do. But you got to become an electric being. You need to be electric, and you have so much crap going around your digestive system. Cooked meat takes a long time, 72 hours, 48 hours to go through the system, right? And you start feeling things. Your liver, your kidney, you start feeling things. You never get sick. I don't get sick at all. Never. Anything. Nothing. There's no such a thing. And it's working for me. So if it works for me, it works. I'm a regular guy. It works for anybody. It's just 4 things we got to do here. All right? And I love that a lot of people are doing this, right? There's all kinds of inputs from Huberman to Sinclair. There's a couple of vegan guys out there. I love everybody. And although it seems that there's a lot of people trying to do this, it's less than 1% of the population. Everybody's obese. Everybody has heart problems. They don't want to stop eating crap. They're addicted. They're addicted to what the microbiome, their microbiome is addicted to what they eat, and your microbiome would not allow you to do that change. So to those people who say, well, I was 9 months a vegetarian, you didn't do it right. You didn't do it right, guys, because the people that I know are fully 100% raw plant-based, mostly fruits, and they look amazing, guys. And if you're not on this side, it's because you're doing it wrong, and you need a coach, guys. Sometimes you cannot do it on your own. And the coach, guys, a good coach, it's just a GPS. It knows the way, it knows the route, and it's gonna guide you there faster. Can you do this on your own? Yes, I did it on my own pretty much, right? And it took me a long time. It took me 14 months to achieve 30 days of no animal DNA. And put this in your head. You're trying to make a human being out of animal DNA. Impossible. You cannot make a human being out of animal DNA, no matter how you slice it. Think about it. And I like to put the example that consuming animal DNA for the nutrition is like breathing through your mouth. You will survive, but you'll never know what I am trying to tell you. And people argue with me all the time, so I don't want to argue anymore. You need to feel it. You need to be on this side to feel what I feel. Your 5 senses, right? Your 6, 7, 8, all the senses that you have get so enhanced. You don't become superhuman, but you realize that being human, right? That being human is super. And literally, it's what's happening. That's my sense of smell, my hearing. This guy that look amazing that is 58. The only problem, he wears glasses. I don't wear glasses. My vision is not 20/20. My vision is 100 over 100. I can see in the dark. I can see close, far. I have no issues, guys. And that's another thing. That when you become like, it's hard to describe. It's hard to tell people, say, no, that's impossible. That's impossible for those people who are not on this side of the spectrum. It's another dimension. That's why I want to keep pushing this message out there. Is raw plant-based. Mostly fruits, and until you not get, and make it a challenge, until you need to push through it. Your addiction. You cannot never make the most successful, capable, and efficient human being out of animal DNA, especially if you don't go hunting and you don't eat it on the spot. You buying frozen stuff. Farm raised. What do you mean was farm raised? I don't get it. Well, you got a farm, you have a pet, you got Lucy and the cow, and then humanely you slaughter Lucy. Lucy, you know what? Humanely, I'm just gonna strangle you, right? I don't know how it works. And like I always say, it's like I'm not doing this for the animals, right? I'm cool as a cucumber. I will eat your dog. I will eat your cat. If I have to, I will eat anything. I'm pragmatic here. What works? It's not values, morals, right? And the people that are like me, right, that are fully raw plant-based, mostly fruits, are cool, calm, like a cucumber, like a plant. We don't go with signs out there, PETA, and those people are not on this level. The people that I know, the people that I have interactions with, they're cool, calm, relaxed. You just always animal DNA, which confuses the system. What the hell are you giving me? What is this? What do I make with this? Right? Milk, cheese, steak, eggs. The body's totally confused. Okay, how do I separate this from that? Protein, fats, sugar, what is it? What is this? And then you're eating what the animal was fed with. And the animal was fed with what? Right? With anything cheap to make it fat. Because you buy it by the pound. And if he's bought by the pound, most likely he'll have animal growth hormones. And the cheapest of all of them is estrogen. Guys, most of you do not eat the bull's balls. You're eating cow. I always ask this question. You eat the cow, you eat the bull. Why did I not say you the bull? Because the cow is easy to fatten with estrogen. So you consume a pure estrogen. Same with the chicken. What's a chicken? What's a chicken? You got the rooster, you have the hen. Where did the chicken come from? And it's a female chicken. It's not a male chicken. Right? Because it lays eggs. Why? Because it's easy to pump it up. So and not only that, guys, you have cooked animal products going through your system for days. That gets rotten. It's unwanted bacteria. Right? That's what most people that you need tell you that you got to sleep 7-8 hours, which is nonsense. You cannot sleep 1/3 of your life. Sleeping is causing of death. You're dead. And if you're tripping, it's because all this software is getting assimilated. You're making this software part of your software. Animal DNA software into your software. This is a supercomputer. You're trying to keep up with the software and the hardware. Right? Body, mind. That's why I always leave my links down there. This is what works for me. Some people say, well, it's $360 a month. That's $12 a day, guys. I just found out that most of the McDonald's here in the Miami area, they're like $15, and you go to the Subway, it's $12. What? I'm like, I didn't know that. And they're selling you what? They're selling the cheapest crap so they can make money. Right? Now, if you grow your own fruit, your own vegetables, that's great. If you have some farmers, some truly organic stuff, you're in. But and that's another part of the equation, is that you go to the supermarket, okay, I'm gonna go buy my fruits and my vegetables, and they're not organic. They have pesticides. So some people don't even get the nutrition. So you get weak. You gotta fall back into meat. But guys, you're on this level. You are not here where I am. You are not. You're just not. And it's hard to explain. Oh, well, you're lucky your genes. And genes can be manipulated. In fact, if you eat animal DNA, those are your genes. You're getting animal genes, animal DNA, trying to make a human being. So that's the proposition here. 4 things that we got to do is breath work, right? Try to always be aware how you breathe. Using your nose. No, it's not. People say always use your nose. I get it. But it's shutting your mouth and using the muscle in your throat. The nose is just a filter. And you have no problems breathing. You don't need nose strips, right? But you got to be aware. Constantly aware. conscious of your breathing. Right? When you exercise, everybody has got this wrong. When they do exercise, any kind of exercise, right? It's got to be synchronized with your breath. You try to get oxygen to every single cell. Always got to think about this, guys. The same oxygen, right? The same oxygen that you need to survive, to be oxygenated, is the one that produces oxidation, right? It's like cutting an apple in half and you leave the apple on the table, right? And what happens here? The process of oxidation, right? Which is losing an electron. Well, I don't want to get into that right now, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's the same process. That's why you have to be careful. When you're stressed, when you're under stress, when you're depressed, right? Which is just a chemical reaction, guys, right? It's just the way you breathe. The pill that you take, it only regulates the way you breathe. It doesn't do anything else to the nervous system. It just makes you breathe in a different way, right? And it works. So every emotion is a chemical reaction. But sometimes you're cool like a cucumber. Like right now, I'm cool like a cucumber. So I'm chemically balanced. Now, this is what you gotta do all the time. At command, balance yourself. Breath work. Relax. Relax. And when you relax, you make the best decision. When you're happy, you make the best decision. When you're calm, you make decisions. When you're acting like a chicken, when you're acting like a cow is going to get executed, you think the cow doesn't know it's going to get executed? Well, of course he knows. All right? So it's just 4 things. Simple. It's breath work above everything. Right? You got to be fully rested. It's not 8 hours. It's not 7 hours. It's as many hours as you need to sleep. Right? To be fully rested. But sleeping is not the only way to be fully rested. Meditation helps a lot. For every 20 minutes I can meditate, I cut an hour of sleep. So I gain 40 minutes. So if I can do an hour of meditation, I can cut 3 hours of sleep. Meditation is just something that you cannot do. The less you do, the more meditative you become, which is observation. You concentrate on your breathing and you observe your body. You bring your heart rate down to the point that you can feel your liver, the pumping of the blood, right? That's a meditation, and that's recharging. You just literally recharging your chakras, whatever it's called, you know, the bottom, from the bottom up. It's just a recharge, guys. And this is something that you don't have to be an expert. Oh, I know, a lot of people are like a book. They know everything, but apply it. You have to apply all these things. It doesn't matter if you know what it is. It doesn't matter if you know what the lymphatic system is, the mitochondria, the microbiome. Names are all made up, guys, right? An elephant is called an elephant because somebody just thought about it. Okay, you're going to be an elephant. Nothing else. My name was given to me, but my name is not me. It's just my name. All right, guys, I already went for almost 30 minutes. Remember this: breath work, restfulness, nutrition, the most complicated part, and use the body or lose it. Exercises. From pushing, pulling, stretching, jumping, swimming, keep it moving. All right, I'm going to keep making videos about this. There's always a link for the superfoods that I consume to complement my diet, right? And I'll start making videos of exercises that I do. You guys can follow. All right? We all got to do this. We got to put it together, guys. The world's apart. The world's falling apart just because people are just not centered. They're not balanced. Yin yang. All right, guys. All right. Love. And where's the moon? Where is she? There she is. You see it? Right there. The moon, the tides, my waters. All right, guys. Have an amazing evening. Ciao.